most people live their life and they stick with the status quo. You know, they don't want to upset things. They don't want to disrupt the way things are going. They don't want to be a problem. Okay, so they take what is given to them and they don't ask questions. All right. That's no different for letter carriers, because at the end of the day, we're people. We have emotions. We're emotional beings. This moment in time, this time in history, the time that we're faced with today, to take a side on the future of our craft it's a strong time, but it's not like any other time that a person has already faced in their life. Okay, how you decide to vote this contract is going to demonstrate your view on life. Okay, are you a fighter? Are you a quitter? Are you a creator, or are you a victim? Are you willing to risk it all for something greater? All right. Fun fact, back in the 70s strike, don't forget, not every letter carrier went on strike throughout the country. Okay, but those who did go on strike, risk it all, and in return, everyone received a reward. Okay, so carriers in Nebraska or Mississippi or Alabama who didn't go on strike, they reaped the rewards of what those who did go on strike fought for. So in this time in history, okay, there are going to be the naysayers and there are going to be the go-getters. All right. Now, whatever one you are, just know that you will reap the rewards. Okay, whether we go to arbitration and get a fantastic contract, or whether we go to arbitration and things don't work out in our favor. Whatever the majority of our union decided to do, that's it. That's what the majority wanted, and so that's what everyone gets. However, if you take a position in life where you just decide to not fight, that you decide that whatever you got is the best it's going to get, you know, that's totally up to you. However, if you don't stand for anything, you're going to fall for everything. If you don't stand for anything, you're going to fall for everything, right? I wouldn't be surprised that the people that are just going to accept this contract are those who don't know how to prepare financially for their future, so that they don't have to rely on Social Security or a higher FERS annuity, and that's why this contract is so important to them. So in hindsight, yes, this contract's only a blimp in time, because many carriers, especially the ones closer to my age, we got another 30 years ahead of us, right? So let us set the foundation for what we want for the rest of our career, all right? If we want more, then we have to be willing to put something on the table. All right, just like any good negotiation, both sides have to offer something, and there has to be a compromise. All right, a lot of people say, oh, well, if you expect such a big raise, why do you not quit this job? Well, you know what? That's the kind of attitude that I'm referring to. That's the type of person who has enjoyed a career their entire life. They've received a good experience with this career. Unfortunately, that's not how it is today. Okay, this career is not the middle class entry or above entry level career that it was in the 1979s and 1980s and even 1990 period. All right, guys, we know that this union has took a great concession in which the way it hires people and the way it pays wages for those people that they hire. Now, people do still take this job, as I did myself, because I don't know why. It seemed very attractive at the moment. It was definitely a step up from where I was before, not in the terms of pay, but in the terms of the working, the type of work. Okay, I was unloading trucks. I was unloading refrigerators and windows and doors, and I was a manager. I was making decent money. I'm not gonna lie. I was making just about what I make here, but I'm not working as hard as I do this job. But what I do at this job is worth more than what they're trying to offer me, right? And why is that? It's because I become a pillar of the community. Okay, I become the first point of contact for any person in America that does business with the United States Postal Service. Okay, and as me being a representative of a job, or what's that word, ambassador for a job that serves every single household in America, and I have to provide phenomenal service, that should be properly adequated. We don't get paid for our customer service, we get paid to deliver. However, this job is taxing on the body. This job offers us enormous ways to get injured. So we have to be on our tips of our toes to remain safe as we do our job. We have to watch our back against people that want to rob us. We have to protect ourselves at all times alongside doing our job and alongside dealing with toxic management. Now, I'm not saying it's the worst job in the world, but I am saying that, for the things that we do, maybe we deserve a hazard pay, or maybe a step above what we get today. All right. And the bigger issue for all of this is it's the amount of time that we have to wait to get a decent wage. All right. Any old time carrier who has reached top step, the battle is with you too, because once you stop getting step increases, now you have to rely on COLAs and you have to rely on contracts. So if you're not getting a step increase raise, now you're waiting for a general wage increase that is going to be negotiated and determined by a contract. 1.3 just doesn't do it today. It doesn't. Now you may have exceeded your lifestyle a long time ago. Okay. I'm not saying the letter carrier needs to make $100,000, but what I'm saying is there's opportunity here. Okay. And where there's opportunity, there's an opportunity cost. Okay. So how you vote. Okay. Because time is running out. Time is not of the essence. Okay. January 13th is going to come right before we blink our eyes. Okay. But how you vote is going to determine the future of this business or service. All right. Guys, don't get too caught up in the whole privatization of the postal service. That's a waste of your time and energy. I've learned a long time ago, you don't worry about the things you can't control. All right. You give that back to God. All right. If this service has not been privatized in over 200 years, what makes you think is going to happen this year? All right. Number one, and the most important reason that I believe this place will never be privatized is the cost of shipping through this country will go through the roof. All right, guys. A $6 3-day delivery for a Ground Advantage package isn't going to happen at Amazon, UPS, or FedEx. All right. It's going to turn to maybe $10. All right, guys. And that's going to be a rude awakening. But let's not get sidetracked on things to distract us, because that's all they are, distractions. Let us stay focused and remain vigilant to the task at hand. And right now, that's voting. All right, guys. You know how I'm going to vote, and I believe that you guys are going to vote with a good conscience. However, know that this moment you will be remembered, all right, by history. All right. Just like the carriers in the 70s stuck their neck on the line for a better opportunity. Well, we're here too. Now, don't forget, in the 70s, they reduced the amount of time it took from top pay from 20 years to 8 years. Okay. And today, here we are, we're back at 15 years. Okay. So things have regressed. Okay. Back then, the Postal Service paid 80% for health insurance. Today, they're capped at 75% and they're paying 72%. Okay. Throughout contracts, Postal Service tries to get rid of that no layoff clause. Fortunately, we have remain a profession that cannot be laid off, but that's still on the table. All right, guys, the Postal Service will come after the same things every year. However, that's why we have a union. That's why we are the union. And if you just allow yourself for a second to think how powerful you are, look in the mirror, give yourself a big pat on the back, because no one else is going to do it. And just know you're worth it. You're not going to win every fight in life, but you're gonna lose every fight that you don't go to. All right. Now, you don't have to go to every fight that you're invited to, but this is a fight that I would suggest everyone pick up the battle. Don't forget about your ballot. Don't leave it sitting around. Don't be a person that doesn't vote. All right, guys. If you don't vote, you can't complain. All right. And for you people that are ready to retire, so be it. Go into retirement happily, but leave a gift behind for the future. All right. If you can do that. If you're already in retirement and you can't vote, bend the ear of someone that has the power to vote. Don't let fear control you, especially not today. All right, guys, you are more powerful than you think. You are the most precious gift on earth. All right, guys. Anyway, until next time I'll be here, you'll be there. Peace.